Welcome back to Off the Page with Keira. And you are getting me in my Friday night glam, my hideous glasses, and my new zit that decided to show up today. But the show must go on. So, I'm sorry that this is not pleasant to look at, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be fine. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. All right. So, funny enough, I was wondering, what should the story be tonight? Should I tell you about my wild day? Sure, we can do that for a second. But what is there a story to tell tonight? And there is, connected to these glasses. So we will get to the story. Today was epic because I got to meet with not a new author. She's a current author, and she's coming to Boise to finish her book in 2 weeks. Super excited about it. I got to meet with one of my favorite humans ever. His name is Steve Destante. He's one of my mentors, and he's also a JOA author. And I got to meet with him on his book today. I got to meet with all the authors who are in season 2 of our TV show Writer's Island. And I got to sit with them because they all have about 2 more months to finish their books. And so we got to sit with them. And then I got to talk to Kate Northrup today, because I get to speak on her stage in 3 weeks. What? Kate Northrup? It's a big deal, guys. Also, I found out I was going to speak in Paris, and it's just not going to work. There's too much going on. So they deferred it to Dubai. I want to say it's a little bit better. I've already been to Dubai. I am a big fan of Dubai, and I am going back in November to speak on a stage, and I can't even wait. So that was really exciting. And I took a little mini break today at like 6:30 tonight. I went to my sister's house, and I got to rock her little 18-month-old to bed tonight, which is everything to me. Oh my gosh, if I could rock a baby every night, I'd be set. That's my heaven right there. So that was a great day. And then I came home, and in all of my wild Friday night fun, I watched my very mediocre TV show for a little bit, and then I spent 4 hours organizing a client's manuscript. Done. So that's what today was. And yes, I am a wild child on Friday nights. How about you? Is that a wild night for you? I don't like small talk. And I don't drink, and I don't party. And so what am I going to go do? Where am I going to go hang out? Where am I going to meet? And whatever. This is not important. This is why I stay home on Friday nights and build manuscripts. Because I would much rather be with a manuscript than somewhere talking about stupid shit. Anyways, you ready for a good story? Story time. I got a little bit of sassy Keira tonight. I think that happens when I'm a little bit super tired. So let's tell you about my glasses. I used to have really cool glasses, and I really liked them. But then they got destroyed. I'm going to tell you the story of how they were destroyed. This is one of my favorite stories. So I don't have the best taste in my mouth for marriage. That's just a real story. I had a very hard 20-year marriage. There were good times. There's always good times. There's always good times to be had. There were good times. And it was not easy. And it left a really sour taste in my mouth about marriage. So I have to tell you that part, because when I went to the island in April, so April of 2025, I was leading, 15 authors on the island to write their books. And I stay what I call the Queen's Room, and is the top of the castle that's on this island. So you have to walk all the way up these stairs, and then there's this secret door. It's my favorite. It just looks like a closet, but it's like this ornate, beautiful, carved wooden door with these little rings on it. And you look at it and you think, oh, this is like a linen closet, like a beautiful linen closet, but it's a secret door. And you open it up, and then you have this wooden staircase that spins around again all the way to the top, and it opens up into this beautiful, glorious queen's bedroom. And it's got a circle bed, and it has a full 360 view of the whole ocean. I mean, we were at, like, what is that called? Like a bird's eye? I don't know. Bird's nest? Something like that, right? It is at the top of the island. And then you walk out the double doors onto this wraparound porch that just faces the ocean. And then it goes up some more steps to this beautiful porch. And this is my prayer corner on the island. And I have received more visions on that prayer corner than anywhere else in the world. God speaks to me so loudly at the tip top of this island. And one morning I went to God. And I don't recall why this was the conversation I was having with God. I don't remember why I was asking God about marriage. It's not like I was dating anyone. But I was like, for some reason, I was telling God, oh, I know why. Because one of my amazing authors was writing a book on love. And it is such a good book. And this book has just cracked me open over and over and over as I've helped her write this book this year in the best of ways. Like challenging my beliefs against marriage, challenging my beliefs with love. It's been such a healing book for me to help her bring this book to life. So that's why. So I went to God and I was like, I just don't believe in marriage, God. And I don't know what to do with this situation. And as I do, I pick up my problems and with my palms, like I imagine the problem is in the palm of my hand. And then I put it into God and I placed my glasses like this on the porch next to me. So it's right here. And mind you, I'm facing the whole ocean, right? And it's always windy up there. It's the top of the island, but it's never crazy windy. After I gave God my beliefs around marriage, my struggles with this idea of marriage, in that moment, my glasses they were whipped up by the wind and thrown, like aggressively thrown off the top of the island. And God said, you need to get a new lens on marriage. And I was like, wait, you just took my glasses, God. Wait, what? And they were destroyed. Like they were literally found at the bottom, just shattered, broken. And then I didn't have glasses for like 6 weeks or maybe even more, like 8 weeks because, well, I don't have time to go get new glasses. And so I was like blind every morning and every night when I would take my contacts out. And it was like this reminder, like, get a different lens on marriage. And so it gave me this very long time of perspective. And I wish I could tell you that I got it. I wish that I could tell you a good ending on this. It's still in progress. Let's just say that. This is an in progress conversation I'm having with God. But it was one of the most drastic things I've ever experienced where like God was like threw the lenses off of the top of the island and God was like, get a new lens on marriage. And then I realized I had to get new glasses before I went back to the island in June, and I didn't have time for like a good place to get me glasses. So then I found this place that like gives you glasses in 24 hours, and that is what these are. And it's been 7 months, so maybe I should get some new glasses because I hate these. They hurt and they're ugly. It's fine. But this is how God works with me, and I love it. Like, I actually find it so fascinating to see when God has such dramatic ways of demonstrating, one, that God sees me, hears me, knows me, but has messages for me. And I always want to say this at the end of my videos, which I don't think I have been. Like, God doesn't speak to me because I'm holy. God doesn't speak to me because I'm righteous. I'm not. Like, I make a lot of mistakes. I am not perfect. But God speaks to me because I ask, because I devote time to speaking with God. And every day I come into this prayer corner right here and I bless my body and I sit with God and I ask. And because I ask, I hear. And so I hope that after you guys have watched all these videos, that there's one thing that you walk away with, is that God still speaks, and God will speak to anyone. And you do not have to be perfect, and you do not have to belong to the right religion, and you do not have to be holy, and you do not have to like follow all these steps. Like, God will speak to you if you ask and if you believe. And I do believe that that is a very core, critical piece, is belief. Believing that God will speak to you. And if you ask, you will receive. So that's the story of the ugly glasses and the continued conversation that I will keep having with God on relationships and marriage. And I'm excited to watch it shift and change because, funny enough, this is the prayer I had with God last night. And I woke up this morning and God said to me, it's time for you to look at everything differently. Turn it on its side, put it on its head, look at things differently. And so this is my in progress journey of understanding how to see relationships and marriage differently. So it's a little bit personal tonight, but aren't they all? I'm pretty sure these are all very personal. So with that, I'm going to go to bed because I'm kind of tired. And I'm excited to see what comes through tomorrow night. It's like a delightful surprise every night. I have no idea what we're going to do until we get here. So with that, I love you for being here. Sleep well. I will see you tomorrow.